What's Grounded, fam? It's your boy Johnny Gio. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Grounded Phoenix podcast. Joining me today is big badass Alex. What's grounded, homie?
What's up, Johnny? Thanks
Dude,
for having me.
Man, thank you for coming up. And you know what? Like, thank you for your patience, man.
Of course.
We had a little bit of technical difficulties. And yeah, thank you for your patience again, man. You know, I'm excited because not only do you give the best hugs, but you're from Northeast LA, man. Northeast LA representing.
Yeah.
How long have you been in Northeast LA?
97 actually.
Since 97?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to date ourselves either, but damn, that's a cool minute, bro.
Yeah, I've been there for a while, dude. Back when it was affordable to buy a house. Not that I bought a house, but you know what I mean.
Right, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, man. So I grew up in Glassell Park, right?
Okay.
And then I took off to Rosemead in 2012, and I came back, and everything it kind of changed. Like, it's like a more of like a hipster area, especially in like Highland Park.
I want to say Glassell Park stayed the same.
Kinda.
You know what I mean?
Glassell and Cypress.
Cypress stayed the same, and then I guess when it comes down to like York Boulevard and Figueroa is where it got changed up.
Yeah,
you know?
for the good also though.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah,
I agree.
I like the scenery. It's
I
dope.
agree. I miss the bald people, but it's cool. You know?
Yeah, fucking the longer the socks, the downer the foods. You
I
know?
miss those guys, dude.
Yeah, dude. Hey, but at the same time, like we're saying, like it's more positive vibes. Like
Absolutely.
I could not have imagined like a dude walking, you know, with on a stroller like with their kid. You know what I'm saying? So
Before?
Yeah, before no, like that was not possible. I never saw it. You
I
seen
mean,
it?
I got like.
Or were you hallucinating?
No, I got like hit up every time I walked home from school.
Did you have this hairstyle back
No,
then?
sometimes I had a beanie, sometimes it was short, but it's just, you know, that's the way it is. Like, what are you doing over here?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm just like, well, I live on the street, bro. You know, and then I end up smoking dope with these guys like years later.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Talk a little bit about that, bro. So when you say smoking dope, what is it? Crack, meth?
I smoked everything, dude. I smoked whatever there was. It was a way of life. What it was like. What I use doesn't really matter. I think, you know. It doesn't really like. It might change somebody's perspective on me, so I don't like to say exactly what it was. You know.
Oh, okay, cool. I respect that.
Yeah. I mean, I'll share with it like with you one-on-one, but like, you know what I mean, like, I don't know if well, in a 12-step program we practice anonymity. You know, so like this isn't a meeting here, so it's just like I don't really like to explain, because if it's just somebody, like if somebody's watching this in the future and it's like, oh, like should I let this guy like work for me, and then he's telling me like he's, you know, smoking crack or something, like I'd rather not say exactly like.
Right.
But obviously, like, you know, I used on a daily, and you know, and I don't now.
Yeah, I respect that, and I respect the anonymity aspect. Although nowadays it's like everybody's recovering out loud, and it's just kind of like, do you see the angle of like what people are doing that from? And
I absolutely do, and I don't know if you ever noticed, but there isn't anything on my Instagram that says I'm in recovery. Like nothing at all. Not for any reason other than like, if it's a stranger and they don't know me, like I'd rather just tell them myself. You know, I don't want anybody coming up with their opinion, and because people judge. You know what I mean?
They do.
We judge. It doesn't matter like how much time we have.
Big facts.
You know what I mean? We have to judge, because like, let's say we have to pick a sponsor at one point. We have to judge that sponsor. It's not just like, we have to, like, it's natural for us to judge, like, hey, like, am I going to go walk down safari with this tiger here, or am I not going to go do this? You know what I mean? Like, I need to judge this tiger, you know?
Yeah.
Like, or can I like go and walk up and pet him? You know, I have to like judge that animal. You know?
And I mean, in our using days, we had a lack of judgment.
Absolutely.
Right. And
there was no sense of reality.
No, and then we were very impulsive as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now,
Opportunists, I want to say.
Opportunists as well. And we talked about, I guess, anonymity. I don't want to get too into that, but I do want to know a little bit more about you. Whatever you want to talk about, like in your using days, just so we can know what life was like, and you know, then we'll get into what life is like now.
I was like the party guy, dude. Like I started off, you know, wanting to drink till the end of the night and like continue the next day. So like, let's say we went to a rave, and like we all went to, you know, obviously back then the raves were over like at 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. I didn't want the party to be over.
Right.
So like wherever I was at, like and everyone started sleeping. Maybe I didn't have like. Maybe there was times when like I didn't have like the girl to like. Maybe like I didn't even honestly. I enjoyed being up and just partying more than just I like enjoyed being like comfortable with a woman at that point. It was just like party hardcore. Like, oh, this girl likes me. I'd rather just continue partying, which is like a weird thing to do. You know, like I just got used to that, and it just became like weekend after weekend after weekend of let's continue the whole party. You know what I mean? Till like by the end of this little meeting we're having here, you'll know what my drug of choice is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but like but I wanted the party to continue, so like I my first drug was ecstasy, you know, so like it was at like raves and stuff, and I felt the different kinds of ecstasy, like this one's got heroin in it, this one's got meth in it, so like I felt like, you know what, I don't like the ones that have heroin because I'm sitting on the floor the whole time. Mm-hmm. The ones that had meth in, I'm fucking dancing, and I'm the last person dancing on the dance floor, mm-hmm. which I enjoyed. Like I still enjoy dancing today, you know, like now it's in the kitchen, but that's just because of COVID. Yeah. You know, like there hasn't been places to go like jump around and stuff, but like any opportunity to go dance, dude, that's one thing that, high or not, like I'm gonna enjoy doing that the rest of my life, you know.
Incredible, dude. Yeah, something about the raves, man. That's I didn't rave it too much, but I was in the rave scene for like about 2 years.
Okay.
All the massives and all that, but like for me, the main purpose of going there was a little bit the music, but mostly to meet women.
Gotcha.
Right. So I don't really relate to you in the sense of like I wanted to keep partying. Like if I found a woman like early on, like I'm cuffing her.
Yeah,
you know, probably got some mommy issues there. You know, so like I'm cuffing her. So like that's interesting that you say that you really didn't care about that because you were just so caught up in like the party scene.
I'd always be like in love with like one girl or the other, and I would just like not bring her with me to the rave. You know, like and like it was just like, you know, the girl that I have here, you know, there, and like I wouldn't really like when it came down to it. Like I'm a loyal person. Mm-hmm. If I'm like with somebody, I'm not like even like I'll flirt, you know what I mean? But I'm not like trying to like, you know, I don't know how, but like that's just been like my whole life. Like I never really was like the person to go cheating on like on somebody, or like I just felt like, I guess my dad did that to my mom quite a bit, so like I don't want to like follow in those footsteps. Like I had to like babysit kids while my dad was like fucking their mom.
Oh snap.
Like since I was a kid.
Oh snap.
So like, and they were like playing with my toys and shit and breaking my toys, and I'm like, dude, like
the fuck,
you know, like yeah, like I'm not getting paid to do this. Like these kids are fucking breaking my expensive ass like die cast models and shit. Like, you know, like it was a weird, I had a weird youth. I had an interesting youth. My dad was a badass guy, but like he was an alcoholic. So yeah, that's
crazy, dude. You know, a lot of people they follow those footsteps instead of the opposite, but I guess you had kind of like a traumatic experience when people were fucking with your shit.
Yeah,
you know,
that, and it was just like I thought that's the way I was supposed to live. So like, you know what I mean, when it came down to it, like, I mean, my dad was just like a smooth guy, dude. Like he was just like, there's times when I'd introduce him to a girl, and like when she'd stick out her hand to shake his hand, like he would just be like, nice to meet you.
Oh shit. Yeah. Oh shit.
That fool was smooth though.
Bro, that was
smooth.
That's smooth?
He was smooth. Like I'd never seen him get slapped or anything, but he was like pushing it, like my homegirls and stuff. It was like, yeah.
What?
Yeah. No, if there was a party at my house, dude, like he was in there like enjoying himself.
Oh snap.
Yeah. People love my dad.
That's a trip, man. I mean, I don't know how he did not get slapped.
No, he was a ladies' man, dude. He's just smooth motherfucker, dude.
That's what's a smooth criminal, dude. Yeah. That's definitely a criminal status, but he got away with it. Anyways.
Yeah.
All right, so you talked about like how you enjoyed yourself. You actually were pretty loyal while you were partying. So like, what made you like want to stop? I mean, like some people can handle their drugs, they have a good time, and
that is the question of questions, my friend.
Yeah,
absolutely. Why? I was desperate, brother. I was desperate for change. Like I was not comfortable with myself. It was always fun when, like, let's say if we were hanging out doing drugs and stuff, or doing something, or like, you know, enjoying ourselves. But when it came down to like you leaving, like this girl leaving, and I'm by myself, I could not handle myself. Like I don't know how to like feel emotions by myself.
Oh snap!
Like not being by myself was not something I wanted to be. Mm-hmm. Like I felt lonely, and I felt like I felt like I didn't have a higher power. There was no God. Like, why would God let me feel like this? So like, that's what it was. Like, the worst. Like, I never really had. I guess you could say I've had like bottoms. You know what I mean? Throughout my like 17 years of active addiction, but like there wasn't. Nothing happened at the end. I just like, I was introduced to a fellowship, you know, and I had the desire to stop for like years. Maybe like after 10 years of usage, I was like, I was done, dude, but I don't know how to stop. So like somebody introduced me that was already clean, already like in recovery, and said, hey, let's go. And I jumped in his car in my underwear, dude, and I went to my first meeting.
I heard about that.
Yeah, straight up.
In your underwear, in your tarantarans.
Straight up. 2 pairs of boxers, to be specific.
See, I mean, at least you were double layered.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't just
we got
dangling.
class over
Of
here.
course. They were probably nice, you know, polos too, dude. You know
So
what I mean?
what was that meeting like? What was that first meeting like?
So my buddy sat me down in the front row.
Oh shit!
And it was at a place that up the street from here. Like a lot of people have, you know, either worked there or have gone and got their recovery at this location. But so the room is split in half. And like the people that are living there are one side, and then like the people that are either taking a cake or visiting are on the other side. So it's basically people that want to get clean, that are clean, and then people that aren't sure yet, you know, because they're either court ordered or, you know, somebody's paying for them. I don't know how it works, whatever it is. So I'm sitting on the side of like all the people that are recovering and stuff, you know, and I'm sitting in the front. So I also found out later on that you're not supposed to bring people there if they're high.
Oh shit!
Yeah. And like my buddy was like, you know what, just come on with me. Well, he had, I guess, been trying. Like he'd seen me in front of my house so many times and was like, hey, let's go. Like he waited for me for hours in front of my house to jump in the car. So I went, finally. I don't know. The winds have changed, dude. Something happened. God was like, here's your chance, bro. So like I jumped in his car and I sat down. I was sweating my brains out. It was the summertime. And like all I could recall is what NA meant. And it means never alone. And like I was saying, like I felt alone, dude. Like I felt like I had all the friends in the world, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like I could call people to hang out with and do drugs with, but like within myself, I felt alone.
Right.
Like today, I could go to sleep by myself. I enjoy myself by myself. I could be by myself in the desert today, dude, all day, and feel like, you know what, like I'm here with God. You know, I don't need anybody. And it's like it's a beautiful feeling to feel that. I thought that wasn't possible till I got clean.
So I guess in a sense you're not alone.
I'm not. We're never alone, dude.
You're not alone, even though you're physically
Absolutely
alone.
I think that's one of the most amazing gifts I've gotten is the fact that like I'm here with God. You know, like some people I've heard like will actually like save a seat for their higher power. You know,
That's pretty cool. I never seen that before.
But like that's some people, you know. But like I believe God's within.
Yeah.
You know? So like God's within. Like so like the decisions I'm making are like, you know what I mean, coming through God through me. You know, like I don't like I don't knock on anybody's higher power. Like I enjoy hearing other people's opinions. You know, it's awesome. I have my own opinion. You know, it's nothing like far fetched. Like I believe in Mother Earth. You know, nothing too wild. I like I felt like I was gonna die once under a wave, and like I got pulled up, dude, and I was just like, this is the hands of God, bro. This is the hands of God, dude. God gave me another chance to live, dude. So like ever since then, it's been like Mother Earth's my higher power.
That's the other question I was gonna ask. How did you come about, like, you know, getting to know your higher power?
I don't try to figure it out, dude. That's what it comes down to. I don't try to like understand God and like, but when I meditate, like I feel like whatever things that are going on in my life just kind of like solidify and like become like more clear when I meditate. That's like, you know, and I pray, like just having faith that there is a higher power out there looking out for me, and the fact that I'm alive today, like there has to be something that's been like watching over me.
What does meditating look for you? Some people have to go on this crazy lotus pose. Some people just close their eyes. And what does that look like for you? Because it could vary. It's, you know, it's to each their own, right? And I think what people really feel like, it's like you gotta sit down, cross your feet, and like back straight and all this. Like, what is it to you?
Okay, so in my opinion, the different poses take time until you feel comfortable. Mm-hmm. So like if you don't feel in a lotus position, like comfortable in a lotus position, there's no point in like meditating like that. Mm-hmm. But you can meditate lying down, like the same thing like you're praying, you know, like you don't have to be in any position to like meditate or pray, as long as you could clear your mind, as long as you could like, for me personally, like I like to have like a nice like since I mentioned that like my higher power is like Mother Earth, like I'd rather personally be like somewhere where I could hear like the birds chirping or like the wind rustling or like, you know what I mean, like I like to hear that, you know what I mean, like I just want there to be clear God's nature, and not like an air conditioner or like cars driving by, because then I'll start thinking about the cars, you know. But if I have a clear mind and I'm just like breathing and just trying to let go of each thought as it's coming, you know, like I'm not great at meditation, you know, it's just but I know I've been able to like get there and have these answers from God. So like I know it's just, might as well just keep on trying until I get better and better at it. Like, and I haven't gone to an 11th step, so that's where kind of like you kind of understand how to meditate a little better, but I'm not there yet, so I'm not going to speak anymore on that.
Okay, cool. I know you said that God or Mother spoke to you when, you know, they took you out from, because you were drowning, that wave.
Yeah.
Is there another memorable moment where you interacted and you connected with God? Like, that's just like, damn, this incident right here was just, damn.
Every time I flipped a car, brother. Every time I flipped a car, or like I went on two wheels, and like basically, okay, so the drug I used, people aren't overdosing over it, but their lifestyles is what's killing them. You know what I mean? So like, let's say like, you know, they say like if you look up an average of how many people like overdosed today, like you wouldn't be able to add on all the people that flipped cars and did some maniac fucking jumping off a bridge weird shit, because like they don't like do an autopsy on those people and find out, oh my God, they were on this.
Yeah.
So like every single time I've lost a friend, and I wondered like, what the fuck, like why did God like take away my friend? Like this guy was an amazing person, like the man of the household, like kids, like his girlfriend was with him that was 18 years old. Like I've lost too many friends in like weird ass like car accidents. So like every time that's happened, it's like, then I think like, damn, like that's what like screwed me over at times. And I'm like, dude, there can't be a God, you know. But then this one time when I got like when that surfboard actually floated me up, I was like, there has to be a God, because like, or I must be doing something to like, I have a purpose here, you know. I'm not saying that people that pass away didn't have a purpose, because I don't know, you know, I don't know what the situation was, but those times as well, like where I had like those God moments where I was just like, what the fuck's going on, like. But there's the fact that I'm sitting here clean today, and I'm always, that's what anytime I have any kind of thought that's like bothering me, I just go back to that gratitude. It's like,
yeah,
if I'm like thinking or like over stressing out or something, or jealous of somebody, or like anything, any like my character defects, I just realize, you know, I'm clean today. Like I don't have to, like, I'm not sitting there alone like I used to be, you know, or feeling uncomfortable like by myself.
The character defects.
Yeah.
Post-acute withdrawal syndrome. Have you heard of it? Are you familiar with it? Which is, it's basically like the symptoms after you already had the initial withdrawals. Like, you know, let's say you're a hangover, or like you're kicking heroin or whatever.
It's been a while, dude.
Exactly. So like, for people that are new in recovery, like you could reach a period where it's like, yeah, you're clean, but you're still dealing with other symptoms that you're withdrawing from, because your body's trying to get back into like this homeostasis level. What was your experience
so
like?
The disease is all about the mind, body, and soul, or spirit, excuse me. So personally for me, whenever I've had those weird feelings, dude, I got down on the step work. I like there would be no way I'm sitting here with you right now if I didn't do step work. If I was clean for the last 2.5 years, dude, and I didn't do any step work, I wouldn't want to hang out here. I wouldn't want to hang out anywhere. I'd probably be like suicidal, because I wouldn't know how to live. But whenever, like, when I had, okay, so I got into the steps when I had like 27 days. My sponsor was like, let's get to the steps. There's no time to waste. So I think when I had 6 months, the obsession to use was gone completely. You know, like I drove over that Townsend Hill and went into the hood where like I used to like use, and like, I don't know what it was. It was just one day that just was like, all of a sudden it was gone. You know, God was like, you know, here's your chance, dude, and continue what you're doing. I feel like there's a miracle in every damn step. It's amazing that like still to this day, like I'm on my 7th step, and it's just like I feel the gift every step. every step has its own gift. The fact that we don't just get clean or sober, we also get to change our lives. You know, get to work on these character defects that screwed us over for the longest time. Like, my main character defect is laziness, procrastination. Like, I'm a lazy guy because, like, for 17 years, like, I didn't think about reality. I don't know how to be on time somewhere. I've never been to an interview on time. Never.
Bro, you were early today.
Oh, absolutely. Now I am.
Man, you're crushing it.
Yeah. Well, now, like, they say, like, either change everything or nothing changes. You know what I mean? So, like, it has to happen, and it doesn't take much. Like, just that thought process takes time, but it came down to the point where, like, if I wasn't doing these steps, I wouldn't be feeling what I'm feeling today. If I was just hitting meetings and just hanging out with people in recovery, like, it wouldn't be enough. Like, I have to basically write down everything that, like, Step Working Guide has, because I had faith that so many other people went through that. Like, why not do it myself? It's like the best self-help book on the face of the planet, in my opinion.
And I love self-help books.
Yeah, I fucking hate them.
Yeah.
I hate them till I found this one, because there's no right or wrong answer. There's no, like, nothing's being, like, there's no like I said, there's no right or wrong answer, and there's nobody, like, telling you what to do. They're all just suggestions, like, hey, how did you feel like this? You know, like, how did this happen? Like, what about this step do you like? Or what about this step do you not like? You know? And just getting out all those little feelings, whether they're there or not. You know, just getting them out. Whatever's in your mind belongs on paper.
Right.
That's
no,
my
I
opinion.
agree. I love journaling, bro. I don't do it enough anymore, probably because of the time that I got. I probably should be hitting it more often, but since you said that was the only self-help book, and there's like different stigmas, right? There's, like, stigma outside of recovery, and there's actually stigma, like, in recovery. Like, what fellowship are you using? Do you even do any steps? If you're not NA or AA, and, like, you're, like, dry sober, but it's working for them, like, what's your opinion on that? There is no right or wrong answer. It's just your opinion. You know, I know everybody's different, but I kind of want to, like, get everybody's opinion of it, because people are different. And I've had some people on here that have gotten sober coaches, some people that have no type of step work, and they've been clean for a cool minute. Yeah. You know, so I kind of want to close that gap between people, as long as we're all here trying to help one another.
Yeah. So, in my opinion, there's a 12-step program for everybody. Even my sponsor at one point said, like, hey, like, you could change, instead of writing addict, or instead of in the text it says addict, put human.
Yeah.
And just redo, like, let's say all the pamphlets we have and all that, just, like, rewrite them and just put human instead of, like, addict or alcoholic, and just work off it like that. So, I have friends in every fellowship. You know, and I'm grateful for the fact that they found wherever they felt comfortable. Like, I've found the place where I feel comfortable, and I dabble around, and I, like, go to different meetings, and I enjoy it because you never know. Like, I'm teachable today. I could learn. Who knows? Like, there could be, like, little goodie that somebody that I have no idea, like, why I would even, like, have a conversation with them, but they could, like, flip it on me and, like, give me a little nugget of, like, goodness that'll change my day. You know, so I'm just, like, a firm believer in 12-step programs. You know what I mean? Like I found the one that works for me, and, like, I have full faith that that's the one for me. You know, like, there's no reason for me to change. Like, at any point, I'm not even done with the 12 steps.
Of course.
So I'm just gonna, like, continue doing that. But, like, as far as, like, getting other people to do it, I think the best thing we could do is live by example. You know, just like we did when we were locked up. You know, it's just like it's little things, the way we walk, the way we act, the way we, like, converse with people, the way we show love instead of fear. You know, that's what it comes down to, I think.
Love the way you put that, bro. Thank you for sharing that.
Of course.
So there's this post I did on Instagram today, and it's I put bless the mess, because at some point, like, about 2 years ago, I was sleeping in my mom's living room floor.
Okay.
And in that moment, I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. Like, I'm already, like, 2 years alcohol free, but I want to do something else. So in that moment, I decided to start my own YouTube channel.
I noticed. I read that. Awesome.
Like,
you planted that seed, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
Is there an incident to you that's happened where it's like you found, like, the silver lining in this fucked up situation? Because sleeping on the floor in your mom's house is not pretty at fucking almost 30 years old.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
agree.
I'm saying?
I have thoughts all the time, dude, to do all kinds of like wild stuff, like to like make the earth better, or like make my life better, or, like, you know. But like at the moment, like I just got to take it one day at a time and just, like I don't even have a high school diploma, bro. You know, like I recently started working on that. You know, and like I want to go and like be like a car designer, dude, and like I want to do like some like wild stuff, but like there's all kinds of little things that are telling me not to. But like when it comes down to it, like that's the only thing that plays in the back of my head. Like there's other little goodies too, you know, like I want to like do photography, I want to do like little things, but like I want to like, that's what I've always wanted to do as a kid. And like, you know, lost dreams are reawakened. That's what we say in like the program. So like that's something I wanted to do ever since I was a kid. So I'm going to try my best to do it.
Right on, dude.
Yeah.
And I mean, like you said, you're taking it one day at a time and focusing on you. And I think that as long as that thought is there and the desire is there and you're taking care of yourself, I think you'll get there, bro.
That is possible.
Definitely.
I have faith.
Yeah. So we reached the part where the segment is called Flip It On Them. So I'm allow you to ask me any question you want. You get to be the host right now. It could be literally anything about recovery or not. And just let me have it, dude. I'll answer it truthfully.
All right. Shit. Can we do a dare instead?
Nah. I'm not a darer. I will not do a dare. You are tripping, Shit, look at you.
Yeah, you said you wanted the truth. I can't actually, like, I can't think of anything, dude.
Okay, so that was the question.
Can't
Would
think
you do
of
a dare?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
No. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I'll answer the question truthfully. But
Okay, now we all know we can't dare Johnny to do anything.
No, do not dare me because you're not gonna get it.
Damn it. Even if it's like something like that's admirable or something cool. I can't think of it right now, but
no.
You know, no backflips then down to like a ravine or something.
You trying to get me in a wheelchair, bro?
No, in a waterfall or something. We'll do some crazy shit, dude.
Oh shit, bro. Nah. No, I'm like so safe now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't do dares.
No.
I just don't. I'm really just so boring, like safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, nah, childish.
Would you get on a jet ski at least?
A jet ski? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
maybe. You know, that's a big maybe. Cool.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. I want to ask you. Like, well, what got you to stop, bro? What got you to like? Because like, you know, I look up to people that have more time than me, and I feel like, you know, you have so much to share and so much to show people. Because like, through us chatting like before this, it didn't seem like you were doing like party drugs. You weren't doing like drugs that were like, you know, putting you in the ground. Yeah. So what did what made you decide? Yeah,
and you know, I struggled with that, dude. Coming to like meetings. Remember, I remember I met you the first time I came to my meeting. This meeting with Team 12, I was like, you know, the only time I've come to meetings were court ordered, and yeah, I was a binge drinker, blackout drinker, coke. You know, I smoked some weed, but I never got to that like either homeless part. You know, I fucked up my arm a couple of times. I did some shit that I wasn't proud of, and a part of the reason why I like to do this too is to allow people to see that just because you're not an everyday drinker or you're not homeless, like it could be and it is problematic.
Absolutely.
You know, your life is not it's not manageable like you think it is. You know, maybe outside, like, yeah, you have a job, but on the inside, I was a mess, bro. I've shared that I was molested as a child. You know, I've shared that I've never met my biological father. So internally, that shit was eating me up, and that's probably why I was using alcohol and coke the way I was. Gotcha. Now, what got me to stop is this crazy incident, dude. Like, I was going to the restroom, about to do a bump of coke. I was drunk. I rolled
a party up. At a show, or was it?
It was in my house.
Okay.
It was at my house, and I saw myself in the mirror. I had a bloody nose. And I was cleaning it up so I could do another bump. And I saw myself and I saw this fucking scared, pathetic, just this sad person, bro. Mm-hmm. And I looked at myself and I said, wow, like, is your biological father, the dad you never met, like, do you envision him being just like you? Like, how would you feel if you met him and he was just like you? Mm. And you're a father now. How would you feel if your kids saw you like this? And at that moment, the absence of my biological father triggered my presence, my purpose, who I'm supposed to be. Beautiful. So that right there in itself was just like, holy shit, that sight of me. You know, it happened plenty of times, but I never had that thought. Gotcha. So that right there is what really just planted that seed of just like, you need to stop.
Awesome.
Yeah, dude. I forgave the person that molested me in person. I went up to this person's
That'll make a
house.
big difference for sure.
Bro.
Yeah, that changed your life up, huh?
Because this person apologized to me, but I was wasted. There's like a 8 years difference.
Yeah.
This person apologized to me, and I was in denial. I was like, what are you talking about? You're tripping.
Mm-hmm.
But he just said, I'm sorry. I'm like, for what? What the fuck are you talking? So, being 4 years sober at the time, I started journaling. I was like, holy shit, this happened when I was young. And he apologized. And I didn't accept it. Like, something inside of me said, you need to go.
Yeah.
And that fucking moment, I went over there. He still lived there. I said, dude, I accept your apology.
That's what is that? I think that's the 9th step, dude.
Is it? I'm actually doing the 12 steps myself. Anybody,
awesome.
that's why I agree with you. Anybody could do it. It doesn't matter. Change that word of addict into human, whatever it is, and apply it to your life, and it will change. And that's why I'm a big advocate to this. Any fellowship with the 12 steps. I love that shit, dude. I'm working on it right now. But yeah, dude, that was a pretty good question.
It's one of the most important, brother. Yeah. Because we need to go down like deep, dude. We need to find out like why, like, and we'll forget. We're human, dude. We get like clean and we get sober and life's good, you know, and we forget about our past.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not like good to dwell in it, but it's also good to like dig down and find out and let it out on paper. Exactly. You know, and share it with somebody.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I'm sharing it with you right now.
That's awesome.
I got one final question for you, bro, before I let you go. I know you got a hot date. I believe there's 3 things in life that are guaranteed.
Okay.
They're actually marked on our gravestone. That is our birthday.
Okay.
The day we pass, and this dash that gets overlooked. What's the dash for? What is it going to represent? What do you want to be remembered by?
Damn.
What's your
I should have been paying attention to the last shows.
What's your legacy, bro?
Damn. I think I would put an NA symbol right there in the middle.
Sick.
Yeah. Yeah, just right there in the middle.
And the NA being for Narcotics Anonymous.
That's
or
right.
Not Alone?
Narcotics Anonymous.
Sick.
I mean, and it could be anything you want it to be after that, but I would definitely put the NA symbol.
That is fucking legendary, bro. Fucking legendary. Appreciate your time, man.
Of course, brother. Thank you.
Bring it in.